Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Golden Goal Show, Season 3, Episode 25. We are 25 days in, like 25 days of Christmas. You know what Christmas means? It means that there's no football, but there is football now, so we are all excited. And before I chat any more shit, let me introduce you to my co-host of the show, Emilio. How you doing, mate? You having a lovely time?
Oh yeah, I'm having a lovely time. Can't wait to talk about the Champions League.
Amazing, amazing, and I cannot wait as well too. And also, I have an agent on the show. Luckily, to get him back on, he just moved to Liverpool, I guess now. So, Agent Dimitri, how are you doing, mate? Can you please introduce yourself? Let me hear your sweet voice, please.
Hi.
Great to have you on. See, that's just a blessing in disguise. And also, let me introduce my guests on the show. They are Chelsea fans, and we love Chelsea fans on here. Maybe I'm not a Chelsea fan, but I'm a show host, so I have to be neutral. Introduce yourselves, lads. How are you guys doing?
Yeah, man, I'm good. I'm good. I'm Dr. Zeus from Trinidad.
Nice to meet you. And also, we have another guest on the show too.
I'm Darian, also resides in Trinidad and Tobago, a small island in the Caribbean.
No, it's lovely. It's lovely. And also, you guys, do you want to shout out your Instagrams right now because you are very popular, probably the most popular Chelsea fan group in Trinidad and Tobago. Can I say?
Yeah, so it's Chelsea Empire on Instagram.
Yeah, that's the name of the page, the Instagram page, Chelsea Empire.
Lovely to have you guys. All right. Well, firstly, we are gonna jump right in now to Indeed. You know what time it is. I hope I pressed the right button this time. Nope, that's not the right one. Okay. Oh, there we go. All right, guys. Breaking news first. N'Golo Kante. I don't know why I just learned about this, but N'Golo Kante, Chelsea midfielder, denies he was threatened by a man carrying a gun. A man carrying a gun over an agent dispute. So basically, N'Golo insists he wasn't threatened, but this was back in 2016. I literally listened to it in the radio, and I thought it was here. And basically, the news says that the robber came to him and showed a gun to him and says, "I give you the choice. You work with a lawyer and you stop working with him, with the other lawyer. Listen, I'm not joking either. You sort this out, Karim Jesh, I don't know his name. I finish him, that will be it." So basically, Kante had a gun pulled on him and saying that he doesn't want him to have that agent, and I guess he doesn't want to be a part of the squad. So this was by the way, this Kante is alleged to have been told by Dua would be killed, who was his lawyer, if he did not sack him following a dispute relating to the commission made when France midfielder left Leicester City to Chelsea in summer 2016. So yeah, lovely stuff. We love to hear that. We're glad Kante's okay, and I don't know why anybody else would want to hurt Kante. Did you guys happen to hear about this news? Because this was new for me.
No, this is a first.
Yeah, there's a first for me as well.
Yeah, this is a first.
I was surprised by this and shocked by this. I mean, they kept this very much a secret, but
Of all
wow.
the footballers in the world, Kante, you're going to do something like that too?
I mean, whoever deserves to ever be meeting N'Golo Kante, they deserve to play for Manchester United. I think that's just a good, crime to do. Emilio, do you agree?
Uh-huh. I
Yeah.
see you. I see you.
Like he'd get a 7-year sentence in jail at least. That guy.
Yeah, just for that. That's nonsensical, man.
Yeah, like
I
a
mean,
7-year sentence. I think a 7-year sentence would be good. Or maybe 7 month. I don't know. Depends what he does. So
Kante is like, wow, pull a gun for Kante for something like trivial as that.
exactly. Okay, now we can move to our next. Did I press the button? Oh no, yeah. Next news. Oh, we love to see this. Oh, yes, we do. So, Barcelona, former presidents face corruption charges over referee payment scale. Prosecutors in Spain confirmed Friday. I'm sorry, I'm just happy that Barcelona is getting ripped apart. So, I mean, basically, I'm not going to read the whole thing. It's basically Barcelona is, paying refs, and they might, punishments the same thing with Man City as well, too. They might get kicked out of the league, demoted to League 2. They might get fined. McDonald's Happy Meal. You never know. I don't know what's gonna happen to them. So,
Well,
What a
apparently,
time to be a Barca fan right now.
well,
oh yes,
apparently, somebody that money that they was paying was to get technical and disciplined, get some information on the on referees, like tactical report on the referees now. Apparently, it's quite regular. That's something I saw in a group yesterday. I just
yeah.
saw it and I just like that still doesn't make sense though. That still doesn't make sense. So 18 years, 17 years, that makes sense.
You think they're trying to cover it up with this basically, or you think that's I don't know that Barcelona just getting showed this in the spotlight because they're a big club?
No, but I mean, if it is something that's normal, Real Madrid would not have been on the other side as well as with La Liga filing
Mhm.
complaints against Barcelona if this was something that is quote unquote normal.
Mhm.
So
Yep.
and he's the vice president of the Referees Association that the 6 point something euros was paid to. That in itself is fishy.
7.5 million or 7 million pounds. Yep. That's it's a lot. It's just a
That
little
line,
bit.
that lineup at all. I mean, everything going on with Barcelona from sponsorship money's owed, that basically selling the soul for short-term gain. It's like
Hmm.
everything that football fans have been complaining about Barcelona for years. Everything has come back at them now, and they expect sympathy from fans. Like, no, die. We don't care about you right now. That club
Yep.
is burnt tomorrow. We come business.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, nah, as much as everybody else, I can agree with Didier Drogba as playing, Barcelona in the final that this is a wait, where's my button?
Yeah, yeah.
This is a mistake. No, what did you say? This
Please.
is a I don't know how to say. This is let me try it again. This is a disgrace. It's a disgrace. Yeah,
Yeah,
there we go.
definitely.
Thank you,
Definitely.
Michael Jackson, for helping me. All right, now let's move to our. Still, we have more. Kevin De Bruyne and Pep Guardiola. You know the bald man? I do know him too. So, Pep Guardiola. You stop. Thank you. Pep Guardiola has criticized Kevin De Bruyne for not doing the simple things, with Manchester City manager stating that he has repeatedly told the midfielder to get back to this. That sounds like the stupidest thing I'd ever heard in my life. Thank you, Pep. I think he just he put on too much hair cream. Jesus Christ. But basically, he's criticizing Kevin De Bruyne for not doing as good as he did before, and um, Kevin kind of followed up with that with this past Champions League result. So it's still Kevin. He's not changing anytime soon. The only time he's gonna change if he changes his hair. So yeah, nothing really to talk about that. Unless you guys want to talk about Kevin De Bruyne and tell him that he's bad.
No, I'm glad what Pep doing. Ball up at the players, let them get frustrated and flustered, feel in Champions League again. I really
Yep.
care. I could do it.
Yep. Okay. Well, now let's go now to another breaking. So, did you happen to hear about Deschamps and Karim Benzema? With Karim Benzema labels French coach Didier Deschamps as a clown over World Cup play. So basically, this is saying that Karim Benzema is mad at what Didier Deschamps had to say about Karim because Karim was saying basically that Karim is annoyed with the World Cup because it meant a lot to him, and he told me he was dead. And he told after results confirmed his injury, they told him he was dead, and Real Madrid and the France camp agreed that they didn't want him in the France tournament, and that is not the truth actually. And Benzema basically fired back and called Deschamps a clown on an interview that he did with France and says that I've made the efforts and mistakes that were necessary for me to be where I am today, and I'm proud of it. I've written the story for hours to end the come, and he basically called him a clown. He put a clown emoji, so Deschamps. Lovely stuff. I mean, Benzema, if he was on the France squad, then I don't know what would have happened. I would want to say that they would do maybe worse, but I don't know because they won the World Cup without him in 2018. But it is what it is. That's how it goes. All right, and now another breaking news: Zlatan, the man, the guy that we play football for. He is now playing in the 2024 qualifiers, aged at 41 years old. which is absolutely insane. Imagine a 41 years old playing. I mean, there is a 50-year-old that plays in the league somewhere in Japan, a Japanese guy,
Japan, yeah,
but
Japan.
I mean Zlatan to be at where he is today and be 41 years old. No one goes to the MLS and then goes out of the MLS to be better. Look at Zlatan. He did it himself. I mean, sorry, football did it for Zlatan. There we go.
Exactly.
But yeah, he's gonna be in the qualifiers as well against Belgium and Azerbaijan. And even though he had the knee surgery last May, he should be good to go. And good for him. And anything you guys want to say to Zlatan?
Yeah, I mean, that's one of my favorite footballers ever. It is Zlatan. The actor Zlatan. The man is like, it does. The only thing he had me missing really is our Champions League, but other than that, he wins everywhere he goes. Except
Very
MLS.
true.
In MLS, I think he didn't win anything there when he went across there.
He didn't need to win anything.
Yeah,
They
but
won for him. They won for him. All right. Well, let's go to the next memes. I mean, no news. And this is a spicy one. So I don't know if you guys heard about Gio Reyna versus Bellhotter. Because okay, this is a whole other thing, and I had one of my co-hosts on the show, Veronica, text me a little conflict about this, so I need to make this silent because it's serious. So basically, do you guys know who Gio Reyna is? The player who plays for Dortmund and plays for United States national team.
yeah,
No.
Yeah.
Then there's Bellhotter, who's a USA coach. So basically, Bellhotter had a little incident, I guess, with the Reynas, and the Reynas, who is, Gio Reyna's parents, have uncovered that Bellhotter was actually someone who did domestic violence against, I guess, his late wife. And this was a long time ago. And basically, the Gio Reyna, how he didn't play for a game in the World Cup. The Reynas brought up that one thing and try to bring it up to and blackmail him for this, for him not starting basically. And the Reynas are basically causing trouble, just trying to bring up things from the past that this guy already got charged for. I mean, I'm not saying that is good at all that he did get punished for it, but the Reynas are basically coming up and saying that you should always play my son. He is the best one. It's like, having your parent. You should never have your parents as agents. That's kind of like a
that's kind of petty though.
yeah. I mean, it's a messy situation right now, and Reina is actually in the squad for the qualifiers, I believe, for CONCACAF, I believe, and yeah, that's gonna be interesting to say the least. So, I mean, I doubt he has any beef with the coach. I sure the coach just has beef with his parents. So it just
It sounds like a Ronaldo problem, but except the parents are Ronaldo.
yeah, it sounds like, if Neymar's sister was to come over to PSG and tell him why he's not starting. So we love Neymar's sister, and I'm sure Neymar loves her too.
Good.
Okay.
I really don't follow American any news come out of the American football team. Honestly, it does always go under the radar with me. So this big like this, and I didn't hear anything about this. It's like, wow, I'm really off of it. I'm really
Yep.
off.
It's okay. I mean, you're not
Oh,
missing much with Gio right now
Oh,
too.
oh yeah, that's why I go for Mexico. At least they make an effort.
Yeah, and that's why I go for Wakanda. All right. So now for the next meme. Oh, I mean, this is not really breaking news. I can just do like a nice one. Oh God. There we go. So everybody, I'm excited about this, but Ted Lasso season 3 is coming out, and they did get permission from the Premier League for some of the teams to play. Also, with Jason Sudeikis playing Ted Lasso, and the other guy playing a West Ham manager now. Spoilers, sorry. But yeah,
Is this show good?
Huh?
Is this show good? I heard people talking
Yes,
about
it
but
is
I've
very
never-
Yeah,
good. It's
it
a
actually
very.
is.
It's so good that they put the team in this show in actual FIFA, so you can play as them.
Oh yes, yes. I know I saw all that, but I just never really talking about Ted Lasso. Ted Lasso is like, when is this out? Because this actor, I don't know his name, but been in some very good movies.
Yeah,
I
Yeah,
Jason
yeah,
Sudeikis.
yeah, he's been in some nice movies. So
Yeah,
I
it's like,
watched the
recommend.
trailer.
I
yeah.
recommend you watching the show. It's a very good show, and also they have actual players this season from the Premier League and teams as well in the Premier League. So, I mean, they had the
Who-
same for last season when. I'm not gonna spoil anything. Oh, like kind of
There's
hurts
no
me, but
problem, and you can spoil me. I still watch it.
yeah, true. Yeah, but okay. Well, everybody, that was indeed the breaking news for today, and let us just jump in to our favorite league, the Premier League. All right. First place is Arsenal. Second place, Manchester City. Third place, Manchester United. Fourth place, Tottenham. Fifth place, Newcastle. And 20th place is Southampton. All right, match day 27. Let's get into it. Bournemouth, Liverpool, 1-0 for Bournemouth. Leeds United and Brighton, 2-2, a draw there. Everton, Brentford, 1-0 for Everton. Leicester City and Chelsea, 1-3 for Chelsea, and a red card for Leicester City because they are very bad. They deserve timeout. Then Tottenham and Nottingham Forest, 3-1 for Nottingham Forest. No, I wish 3-1 for Tottenham. Sorry. Then Crystal Palace and Manchester City, 0-1 for Manchester City. Luckily, unlucky for Crystal Palace. Manchester United, Southampton, 0-0 there. Red card for Manchester United because they're bad and deserve Casemiro. He's a bulldog. I don't know. I don't know how to be funny. West Ham United, Aston Villa, 1-1, a draw there. Fulham and Arsenal, 0-3 for Arsenal, battering Fulham. But yeah, no surprise. Arsenal, 5 games in a row they've won, and class. Then Newcastle and Wolves 2-1 for Newcastle. Money speaks, and yeah, money. All right. We can talk about a couple games here. I mean, I can only say Leeds, Brighton, Mitomo, amazing for Brighton, but we want to hear the Chelsea 3-1 for against Leicester City, and I mean, I'm happy that Chelsea is actually going right now and winning games in a row, as I might say so myself. I mean, Leicester, especially is not a side to be reckoned with, especially with some of the new players. And I mean, I can just say who scored right now for Chelsea, with a nice volley from Chilwell in the 11th minute, and then Patson Daka, great player for Leicester City, scoring in the 39th minute. Then Kai Havertz scoring with a beautiful, made me cry, and I cried so long. In the 46th minute, Kai Havertz scoring a goal. Then Mateo Kovacic scoring in the 78th minute as well too. Great goal for him. I mean, yeah, Chelsea picking up their pace, doing great. Chemistry's starting to get there. And okay, I'm gonna stop talking. And I'm gonna let the Chelsea fans actually talk about this game if you guys want to. So take the floor.
Darian, take the floor, yeah, but let's start it.
Start it now.
Yeah. But this game was a much needed win. I mean, it's our third victory in 1 week all competitions, and this win here is not the yeah, well, yeah, we've been in the Champions League, we're back, we're going on an unbeaten run until next 2 years. But the fact that we won, we scored, we conceded 1 goal in 3 games, 6 goals scored. It's the team meshing, you're seeing where everybody comfortable playing. Potter um settled on his 11, his starting 11. So you're seeing where it is that players comfortable with themselves and comfortable with the team around them. And you just get a feeling as a Chelsea fan you're watching them play that they know what they're about now. They
Yeah.
know what they're about. And Leicester, I wouldn't say despite them being down 16th place, I mean, these is the kind of games, Chelsea haven't beaten anybody above them, but these are the kind of games that need that momentum because coming up on the other side, this weekend we have Everton, and then after that is with everybody else more or less is above us. So you need to have this momentum to go into these kind of matches. And we have the Champions League coming up as well. So, it's very important that even though we don't win the league, we don't drop any more points. We just keep getting the points out and keep scoring. And it is good to see as a Chelsea fan to watch that performance. We could have been like 5 or 6 nil up. Well, we could have scored about 5 or 6 goals. I mean, but the fact that we are there getting those products on the end is just like it's remarkable. It is fun again to be a Chelsea fan. It's exciting again to be a Chelsea.
I agree. Yeah, I can't say anything more than that. So, who is Chelsea playing next weekend right now? They are playing
Everton.
Everton. Yeah, that should be a winnable game for them. So I can really hope so. I can. Okay.
Wait to say
Yeah,
again.
and we are coming from a long way because due to the ownership and having new owners, it's been a rough time for Chelsea football. And this season will probably be, if don't win Champions League, will be a, a long a season we didn't win without a silverware, and
Mhm.
that would be difficult because we are accustomed with success,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
constant success, and it's a building process where we where we have to focus on, and fans need to realize and be a little patient because yes, we are seeing some a little results, and I mentioned a couple weeks back that we have to crawl before we actually walk again.
Facts. Yep. True.
So it's is a process. I don't expect a top four finish,
Yeah.
actually,
No.
but we just need to continue building and trusting the manager, and hopefully everyone makes the right decisions for the club's sake, and hopefully next season we can actually compete for the Premier League because it's been a while since we actually won that.
Oh, yep. Yeah, it's been a while, but yeah, it's nice for them. Okay. Well, let me just let the Manchester United fan talk. Did you happen to watch this game, Mr. United fan? Huh?
No, but I saw the highlights, and let me just say that call on Casemiro was a bunch of BS. He
Oh, you
went
don't think it
all
was
You don't think
he went. It was all ball. It was all ball. The
an
foot went
angle?
off. Yeah, no, it went all ball. I checked. It was all ball. The
Yeah.
foot, it was all ball. The foot just happened to bounce off the ball and into the player. It was all ball. I stand by it. It was not. It was not. It was not a red card needed. It was not.
no,
Yeah.
and that's where the inconsistency in the refereeing, at least in the EPL,
Oh my
comes out.
gosh, yeah. I mean,
because
we shouldn't even have to talk about this. We know that it's corrupt. We know the
because
referees are
no,
terrible.
I wouldn't say it's corrupt. You know, I would never say it's corrupt without proof. But my theory is that they don't want to to lose their power to VAR, so they do anything in their power to make VAR look incompetent. Because almost the same tackle happened in the Leicester game versus Chelsea, and
Twice. I mean,
after
there was
dive,
two.
and he
Yeah.
didn't get a red card. And when you watch against Casemiro, it's like, so Casemiro gets a red. Even Ten Hag said it. He said Casemiro got a red, but in Chelsea game, it wasn't a red card there. So everybody sees the inconsistency in the refereeing. And I will still stick that the English referees, they are doing this for spite. Because when
Hmm.
the World Cup comes around, English referees, maybe only one English referee went to the World Cup last year, and they're supposed the EPL is supposed to be the pinnacle of club football, and you all would have one referee representing you all. I mean, come on. Everybody else seen something that clearly the FA does not want to take matters with because they're making decisions and they don't even explain the nonsensical decisions they make. You understand? VAR is everybody blames VAR, but VAR is an assistant referee. I find I should have VAR like how it happened in the NBA or the NFL.
Yep.
Why make the calls and etc. And you will see a clearer picture with the football. But boy, that with Casemiro was just oof, I don't know.
I mean, I would understand if it was a yellow, but it didn't deserve a red. It was not. It was not toward the player. It was toward the ball, and I just don't understand why. I just don't understand. It's whatever. It's whatever.
No, we can't say it's whatever because if we just throw up our hands and it's whatever, then it will continue. The nonsense would continue. At some point, it has to break. At some
Yeah.
point.
Yeah, I agree
Mm,
with you.
it definitely.
Yeah. I-
I mean, if I was at I mean, if I was at Manchester right now, I would have been PO'd at the referees and probably with the other fans and probably protest against Casemiro, but I'm not, so I can't say much.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I agree
I
with
mean,
you.
as much as I don't like Manchester United,
Yeah.
the fan, the club, whoever,
Yeah, yeah,
first of all, I'm a football fan, so I have to respect fairness above across the board. Quite the way it happened to me in a pivotal game.
yeah.
You understand? So
Yeah.
Mm.
I could feel the pain with Manchester United, and Casemiro could see what Casemiro is like, but I
Yeah.
did not went cynical towards him. It was not intentional. So it's like, why this nonsense? Why we just continuous, constantly this happens?
I agree with you completely. Oh my gosh, there's
Yeah,
sentences here on my screen. What just
I
happened?
I agree with you too. And Andrew, if I ever come up in Chicago, I'm going to punch you in the arm.
What just
I am
happened?
going
This
to
just
punch you
appeared
in
on
the
my
arm.
screen.
I'm going to hurt you.
Oh my gosh! Wow, that's unacceptable. I'm sorry. We've been having technical issues all day. So, okay, Emilio, I'm sorry about that. You already mentioned.
Oh no,
Hello.
I see you.
Hello.
I see you.
That's my daughter there. She just said hello.
Oh,
Okay, your daughter knows that Manchester United. How old is she, by the way?
She's
Can I
she's
say
3.
something?
The middle name is
Oh,
Jasmine.
yes,
I
Dimitri.
was gonna
Yes.
say we were about to expand our production of pies, and
Yep.
we're opening like
Is
a
now the time
small
to sponsor?
cafeteria. It's called Seven Pies.
It's called what?
7 Pies, yeah.
Great. Is it in
7 pies a
Liverpool?
day. Yeah, yeah, it is in Liverpool.
Great. Awesome. I mean,
Yeah.
Dimitri, thank you for broadcasting
You're welcome.
your pie business in the
You-
show
you-
No,
at the time.
no problem.
you heard it here, ladies and gentlemen. Only Pies is back and better than ever.
Cannot wait. All right. Well, I mean, Emilio, do you want to talk about Manchester? I mean, you already just talked about it, so I mean.
Yeah, I've already talked about. I've already said it. Casemiro's red card is unnecessary. It should have been yellow. Something it just should have stayed a yellow. And Casemiro, I hope everything's all well for you.
Yep, he's listening right now. Shout out Casemiro. All right. And you guys want to talk about any other games in the Premier League or move on
No,
to?
I'm surprised Tottenham won that game against Nottingham Forest.
I agree with you too. I mean, but they won 3-1, so I mean, it was I wouldn't say it's a close game, but Tottenham they hung in there. That's basically Tottenham this season.
Because they see Newcastle have 2 games to play and they won against Wolves. So they know if they had lost that game, it would have been pressure for them. Definitely to hold off for that top 4 spot there.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So
Ah,
they just I mean the Bournemouth Liverpool game shocked everybody. Yeah, so
I mean, I was happy. I don't know about you.
yeah, I was very happy.
Yeah.
Shocked. That was the happiest day of my life. I smiled.
Yeah, with Philip Billing scoring in the 28th minute. I mean, I don't know what was with they're inconsistent FC, and they are in 6th place right now against Brighton. I honestly think Brighton's gonna get in front of him. Not gonna lie, I think Brighton's gonna get in front of him. With their
Yeah.
form right now, they're amazing. Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, so now we can move on to La Liga. And first place right now is Barcelona.
Ooh.
Second
Ooh.
place, Real Madrid. Third place, Atletico Madrid. Fourth place, Real Sociedad. Fifth place, Real Betis. And then 20th place is Elche. All right, match day 25. Let us get into it. Cadiz and Getafe. 2-2, a draw there. Red cards for both teams because I guess they just wanted to be bad. By Michael Jackson. You know that song? Yes, you do. All right. Now, Real Madrid in Espanol. 3-1 for Real Madrid. And I don't know. Luka Modric. He's a wizard. He's a wizard like Harry. Can I play the Harry Potter thing? Where's it? I deleted it. It's probably a good thing I deleted it because it had some bad words in it. All right. Now, Elche and Valladolid. 1-1 and a red card for Valladolid being naughty. Celta Vigo and Real Vallecano. 3-0 for Celta Vigo. Then Valencia and Osasuna. 1-0 for Valencia. Then Mallorca and Real Sociedad. 1-1. A tie there and a red card for Real Sociedad being naughty. Then Sevilla and Albania, 2-1 for Sevilla. Then Villarreal and Real Betis, 1-1, a tie there. A lot of ties, wow. Athletic Club and Barcelona, 0-1 for Barcelona. With who else scoring the goal, but what's his name? The guy with the hair and
Rafinha.
Rafinha scored?
Is that Rafinha scored?
I think so. Yeah. Yes. He just scored in the 46th minute. Yes. I was right. I said the guy with the hair. Then Girona and Atletico Madrid 1-0 for Atletico Madrid. All right. Did you happen to watch the Real Madrid game, Emilio?
No, DirecTV don't show that kind of thing. I wish they did.
Shake my head. Okay. Wow. Luka Modric didn't even score, but his picture is here, so he must have done something. So Vinicius Jr. scoring. Actually, in the 8th minute, Joselo scoring in the 8th minute for Espanyol. Then Real Madrid comes back with 22nd minute with Vinicius Jr. scoring a goal. Eder Militao scoring another goal in the 39th minute. Then Marco Asensio scoring in the 93rd minute. And yep, looking at possession, 71-29. Yeah. Yeah, definitely Real Madrid did
They don't really score on Real Madrid first. Let them do the scoring.
Yeah. They were too good. They were way too good.
And then this weekend is the Clasico again.
It is again, really?
Yeah.
Oh, what is it actually the La Liga El Clasico or is it is the La Liga El Clasico. Oh, that's gonna be spicy.
Big, that's an important game.
It is. It is.
Big
And then did you happen to watch the Barcelona game versus
No.
Atletico?
No. I don't really watch La Liga, La Liga is boring to me.
How dare you say that I agree with you. Wow.
I mean, look, 7th place have 9 wins.
Yep.
9 wins. It's just boring. There's no competition there. There's only like 2 or 3 teams, 3.5 teams there. Yeah.
I mean, it could be it could be worse. It could be Ligue 1, Uber Eats. Come on, let's be honest. Okay. Yeah, also, yeah, I mean, Barcelona did win the game, 46th minute. And also Atletico Madrid, they did win as well too, with who else but scoring, but Alvaro Morata. At least he scores for one team. If he doesn't score for Chelsea, he's making up for all the misses he's done.
Definitely.
In the 91st minute too. Yeah, I remember this. All right.
No team. That team just grinds out wins constantly.
Diego Simeone. No one else like him. All right. Now, let us get into Serie A. All right. Well, I do have a guest on the show that can do Serie A for me, and I'll get him in a second. And
Oh boy.
Yeah. No, don't, it's okay. Okay, first place is Napoli. Second place is Inter Milano. Third place is Lazio. Fourth place is AC Milano. Fifth place is Roma. And then 20th place is Sampdoria. All right, match day 26. Let us get into it, and I'm gonna hand my headphone to. Do you guys happen to know who Chris Pratt is?
Chris Pratt, yeah.
Yeah. Do you know how he plays Mario in the new movie Mario?
Yeah.
Yeah, he does the most terrible Italian accent, and they picked him for the movie because why not? All right, Emilio, keep your mic on. I want to hear you. All right, I'm gonna hand the thing to Chris Pratt.
I think we have to save Jumanji.
That's not Chris Pratt. I'm sorry. Okay. Well, everybody, welcome. I am on the show. My name's Chris Pratt, and I'm playing Mario. I'm gonna say the Serie A's. All right, Spezia, Inter Milano, 2-1 for Spezia, beating out the Inter Milanos like they beat out the Goombas in Mario, my new movie. Because I'm Chris Pratt. Hey, what's up? Empoli, Udinese. 0-1 for the Udineses. They are great, like me and Luigi, because we are in Mario, my new movie, because I'm Chris Pratt. Napoli, Atalanta, 2-0 for Napoli. And Napoli, they are amazing right now. They're going to win the Champions League, and they're going to win the Serie A because they win like me, Mario, in my new movie, Mario, because I'm Chris Pratt. Then Bologna and Lazio, 0-0. Nothing happened there. Like nothing happened in Italy today because I'm Italian Mario and I'm Chris Pratt. Lace and Torino. 0-2 for Torino. And yeah, Torino's just doing great. Lace is not that great. Like Bowser, Brr, the Bowser guy. Yeah, that's the guy. In my new movie, Chris Pratt. I mean, my new movie, Mario. I'm Chris Pratt. All right, Chris Pratt, that's enough of that. All right, Cremonese and Florentina. 0-2 for Florentina. I'm sorry, guys, for Chris Pratt. He just loves Serie A for some reason, and he might own a team one day there and bake pizza. You never know. All right, Verona, Monza, 1-1, a tie there. Roma and Sassuolo, 3-4. A great game here if you guys want to go watch the highlights for Sassuolo, and a red card for Roma because they are notte. Juventus and Sampdoria, 4-2 for Juventus, beating out Sampdoria. Great win for them. And then AC Milano and Salernitana, 1-1, a draw there. Not good for AC Milano, but great for Salernitana. All right, anybody want to talk about any of the Serie A, or do you want to just say your favorite type of Mario sound? Because I can do this, or this, or this.
That's my message tone. They want the coins.
What do you say?
The one up is my message tone on WhatsApp.
Oh.
Yeah. It's been for a while too. I like Mario. I mean, Mario's like everybody play Mario game at some point in their life.
Yeah.
But I'm glad for Napoli though. 18 points, just blowing everybody out of the water. 2 losses, 2 draws. That's ridiculous consistency.
It is amazing. I don't know how they're doing it, but they have a system. And isn't their manager someone we know?
As I was forgetting who the manager is.
What's his name? He coached Chelsea. He did coach Chelsea.
Oh no, sorry, that
And
was
then, sorry,
Yeah.
I don't know
silly
what
manager.
Is he the Napoli manager? I'm pretty
No,
sure.
Yeah.
Am I smoking something right now? Okay, no, I mean I'm smoking something. Okay, it's Luciano
Lenny.
Spalletti.
Yeah,
Spalletti? Spaghetti? Yeah, spaghetti. All right.
yeah,
Yeah.
sorry, not anymore.
Good for him. Good for him. And right now, Victor Osimhen, I don't know how to say the other guy's name, but he's from Georgia. And then Lozano and Allegri. I'm saying
Darren,
the
you can
coaches.
pronounce his name properly. You can pronounce his name properly.
Do you know how to?
Darren, you know how to do it? To pronounce his name?
Nah, boy.
I get mixed up with it.
I can try. Kizvaka Karvalishahili. Okay, no. I'm not even going to try.
Napoli,
That was terrible.
Napoli lost the manager a few years ago to Chelsea. Then they lost Jorginho the same year. Then one of their best players went to MLS beginning of this season. And then
Insigne, yep.
and then Chelsea got Koulibaly. And they just
Yeah.
still Macho, and it's like, what? Who does that? Who does that?
And they're better than they were last season too. So
Yeah.
they have a system. They have the chemistry. I mean, they're amazing right now. I don't know what else to say. I can just give them a. There you go. That's what I gave them. Or I can give this two as well too. Where is it? Where's speed? 1 second. Let me get him.
Whatever
There
they
you go.
do.
Sweet baby! Oh my goodness, bro.
There we go. That was for Napoli. All right. Now we can go on to the Bundesliga. Jawohl. All right. First place is Bayern München. Second place is Dortmund. Third place is RB Leipzig. Fourth place is Union Berlin. And fifth place is Freiburg. And 18th place is Hoffenheim. Matchday 24. Let us get into it. And let me get my saliva for saying the Bundesliga names. All right. Köln and Bochum. 0-2 for 2. What? Wow, that was terrible. 0-2 for Bochum. RB Leipzig and Bayern Mönchengladbach. 3-0 for RB Leipzig. Battering Bayern Mönchengladbach. Good for them. Bayern München and Augsburg 5-3 for Bayern. This was a great game too if you want to go watch it. Musiala is a generational talent. Good for him. Hertha Berlin and Mainz.
Chelsea product.
Oh yeah. We give away all our good players. I'm gonna cry later. 1-1 Mainz and Hertha Berlin, and then Eintracht Frankfurt and Stuttgart 1-1. Disappointing for Eintracht Frankfurt. You can do better. Schalke and Dortmund 2-2. This was not a good game for Dortmund, but Bellingham as well doing great, but not coming up with the finishing touches. Then Freiburg and Hoffenheim 2-1 for Freiburg, and Hoffenheim were red card being naughty. Werder Bremen and Bayern Leverkusen 3-2 for Leverkusen. Another great game here for Leverkusen too. Wolfsburg and Union Berlin 1-1 here, a draw. Anybody want to say anything about Bundesliga? I mean, I did watch the Frankfurt game, and Koulibaly is an amazing French player for Eintracht Frankfurt, getting a goal, continuing his hot streak. But just the rest of the squad kind of didn't have it when it came to Stuttgart, with Stuttgart actually putting pressure on. That's about all I can say. I mean, do we have to say anything else but Bayern's going to win the league?
Well, Dortmund didn't shake off that Chelsea licks yet because the draw to Schalke. I mean, it's a big derby with them and Schalke, but still, man. I mean,
Schalke's in 17th place.
Yeah, they're supposed to be on top of that league right now. This was a beat Schalke, but that game was that Schalke Dortmund game was always be phenomenal.
Very true. But yeah, Dortmund always gonna slip up when it comes to title races with Bayern. So it's sad. It's very sad to say. And Dortmund should be able to focus right now, especially on the league, with Bayern in the Champions League and Dortmund only having the league right now. So we will see. It's okay. And then let's get into Ligue 1. First place, PSG. Second place, Marseille. Third place, Lyon. Fourth place, Monaco. Fifth place, Rennes. Then 20 place is Angers. All right, match 27. We really don't have to get into it, but I will. Lille and Lyon, 3-3. A great game here if you go watch the highlights. Then Ayer and Rennes, 0-0, a draw here. Then Brest and PSG, 2-1 for PSG, and Brest getting a goal on PSG. Good job, PSG. Then Clermont Foot and Lens, 0-4 for Lens, battering Clermont Foot. Then Nantes and Nice, 2-2, a draw here. Then Angers and Toulouse, 0-2 for Toulouse. And then Ajaccio and Montpellier, 0-1 for Montpellier. Not battering, but they won the game, and I'm proud of Montpellier. Good job, favorite France team. A little de boost. That was French for. That's exactly what it was French for. All right. Then Lorient and Troyes, 0-2 for Lorient. Sorry. Monaco and Reims, 0-1 for Reims. And then Marseille and Strasbourg, 2-2, and a red card for Marseille because they slipped up. They are the Borussia Dortmund of this league. So sad times. But then again, Marseille, amazing. They have Alexis Sanchez, Payet. Yeah, I mean, that's a great duo. Why not? Do you guys want to say anything about Ligue 1, or do you just want to say, I don't know.
That's boring. That's
Yeah, I have nothing else to say. I mean, I can just say
It is decent! Tell him, lad, it's decent!
it's not even decent, actually. I'm not even. That's a disgrace to pray that. All right, but all right. Now let's get into actually something that's a little better, and that is the Champions League, boys. Now, the Champions League round of 16 is done, with Benfica beating Club Brugge on aggregate 7-1, and also with Chelsea beating Dortmund 2-1, with them coming back 2-0 in the home game in Stamford Bridge. Then Bayern beating PSG 2-0, making it 3-0 aggregate for Bayern, knocking out PSG. We are happy. The world of football is happy. Very happy. And then Tottenham and AC Milano. Who is surprised that the Tottenham Bottle Spurs are knocked out by AC Milan? So there we go. 0-1 for AC Milano going on. Then Porto Inter Milano, 0-0. This game was absolutely insane. Even though it's 0-0 and a red card for Porto, go watch this game because it was intense. The two keepers were amazing, but 0-1 for Inter Milano going through. Then Manchester City and Leipzig, 1-0, of course. 1-1 for Leipzig and Man City in Leipzig. And then some guy, some nobody, some Viking that came from the ashes of Valhalla, Holland, scoring 5 goals in the 7-0 battering against Manchester City, 7-0. 7-0. That's an amazing scoreline of 7-0. Like, I cannot believe 7-0. Huge battering, 7-0. Dimitri, do you know what 7-0 means in Liverpool right now? 7-0.
Yeah, we all get drunk when we hear that. We're just like, we're all happy about it.
Mm-hmm.
There's no more happier things for us to know that someone is crying when, 3-0 is heard. So, just
That was very deep. Thank you very much for your thoughts. Okay, then Napoli and Eintracht Frankfurt, 3-0 for Napoli. Sad times for Eintracht Frankfurt, 5-0 for Napoli going on. No surprises there. Then Real Madrid, 1-0 against Liverpool. Liverpool had their chances, but the goalies turned on their actual saving abilities this game, unlike the first game. So 6-2 for Real Madrid going on. And hey, great for them. And yeah, that was the. Do you guys want to talk about Champions League? I know you want to talk about Champions League. So I'll first let you guys. Do you want to talk about Chelsea in the Champions League?
Yeah, it's a big win for Chelsea, even though
Yeah.
as of lately the Premier League run has been not the best, but a 2-0 win against a strong Dortmund side who was in a constant win streak. It was impressive. Hopefully, the Champions League draw, I think, is Friday.
Yep.
We can get probably Napoli or Inter the week of the sides and try and make the way further. But as mentioned, PSG dismal form continues in the Champions League, and it's disappointing to see.
Yep. And I mean, anyone we can get besides Bayern and
Yeah.
who else? Bayern and Real Madrid.
And
I'd be happy with.
yeah.
And
Nah,
City
Yeah.
too, I guess.
I feel we get Real, we go beat them. Just Bayern, but that team is just unstoppable.
Monsters.
They're
Yes,
okay.
I would like to see Bayern and City.
yeah. Let them clash.
Ooh,
Let
yeah.
them fight.
Yeah.
Whoever win, we win. Because our big team
Or
go.
if we get Milan self.
I would like us to get Benfica.
Yeah, Benfica's doing really good right now, honestly, though. But yeah, I would like to see them. I mean, or
That-
yeah, I mean, we
Last
just
time,
don't want to play Real Madrid or Bayern. That's literally
the
it.
last time Chelsea played Benfica at this stage in the Champions League, we won it. So I mean,
Yeah.
that's all the little signs universe sending us, you know.
Yep. And Todd Bowley, just pay some money. Come on, you can just slip that some cash in, and we can get the good draw. So it's okay. That can happen. All right. What else do you want to, Emilio, talk about? Come on, let me hear you. You watched all the Champions League games as well too. So
Yeah. Man, I watched the highlights of the Man City game, and let me just say,
Holland.
Holland's a monster. He probably could make the expectations of Bayern Munich if they wanted him. If that's a big if.
Easy.
But I think so. And then Real Madrid. I mean, it was a good game, but I mean Liverpool didn't really show up.
Yep, no surprises. They are Liverpool United, and they usually go missing when I mean their song is called "You'll Never Walk Alone," and they'll probably walk. They're not walking alone, and that is true. But they are gonna walk home to. Okay, I was trying to sound something funny, so I'm just gonna tell myself that.
It's time to go!
It's for me. All right. Any of you guys want to talk about any other games here too?
No, I think everything as how it was. I find that the the PSG is just as Darian said, just a failure. I mean, you spend all that money, you have one of the greatest players ever to play. In fact, you have three generational players playing with you, and you still can't make deep runs in Champions League for however long. I mean, come on, that's a disappointment all
I
around.
think it's karma. It's football heritage, as Marino would say. It is for a team to buy their players, to have no backbone in it at all of any youth players. I think it's just a good thing. I'm happy about it.
I think whole football and words.
Yeah, exactly.
Messi fanboys.
Yeah, it's okay. They're crying right now, and only thing I can say to the Messi fanboys right now is, I mean, I already pressed this button, but
It's time to go!
there you go, Messi fanboys. Love you. All right, that was the Champions League, and the draw is Friday, and we are excited to see what's gonna come. Okay, let me just ask you, Emilio, who do you want Real Madrid to get?
I would like to see Real Madrid and Man City.
Ooh, wait, you don't want an easy draw? You want Man City?
Nah, I would like to see an actual challenge for Real Madrid.
Okay.
Because come on, the first leg when they played Liverpool, they pulled a 5-2 win, and then they just miraculously made a one. I want to see at least I want to see a game, not like an
Gang,
easy
gang.
one. I want to see a game.
Gang, gang. I agree. Have they ever played each other, Real Madrid and Man City?
I don't think so. I don't think I can remember.
Huh. Yeah, I mean it's gonna be Ancelotti versus Pep Guardiola again, so that'll be exciting.
Oh, but you better hope that Chelsea doesn't go against Bayern Munich. Otherwise, it's done for you.
Honestly, but I do would love to see that because last time we did play Bayern, we got absolutely demolished, 7-1, with us scoring Hudson-Odoi scoring a goal. So good for him. But I mean, I don't want to play them next round preferably, but I would love to play them in the final because that would be amazing. I would go to that game. I would legit drop everything and go to that game. I'm serious. So
But
right.
you won't.
No, I will. I swear to you.
You-
If Chelsea gets
yeah.
in another Champions League final, I will go.
Oh, okay. I was just calling your bluff.
No. I will go. I promise you. All right. Europa League. Let us get into it right about now. Round of 16. It happened. No, it didn't happen. The first round happened. So Sporting
Yeah.
and Arsenal 2-2, a tie here. Disappointing for Arsenal. but it was in Lisbon, so we will see how it will go at the actual Emirates. Probably gonna win, so yeah. Then Union Berlin and Union Saint Glacio. Where are they from? Hungary? Sure. No? Yeah. Okay. Yes, I'm a smart. 3-3, and it was a draw here. Leverkusen and Ferencváros. Sure. 2-0 for Bayern Leverkusen. Then AC Roma and Real Sociedad. 2-0 for AC Roma. Great job for Jose Mourinho's side. Jose Mourinho is a great coach, especially when he was at Manchester United.
Hey, yo,
Shakhtar.
guys. Excuse.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry about this, but there's my daughter. She's up there right now. She's just crying to get something to eat done in there. Well, I have to go. But
No, you're
you
okay.
guys doing this again?
Yeah,
Please,
yeah, for sure.
please, definitely. Definitely. I'll be back when I really apologize about this one. Because
No,
as,
you're
as
okay.
Darian Mandarin told me, I said yes, definitely. And I thought she was sleeping and she kept she know when she came in just now. She
Did
wanted
you
to
put
take
on a Manchester United game for her to watch to fall asleep? Because that happens all the time.
Oh,
I
I
understand.
think I'll try that next time. I'll try that next
Try that. Try that. So, Real Madrid. Shakhtar Donetsk and Feyenoord 1-1, a draw there. Then Manchester United and Real Betis 4-1 for Manchester United, battering Real Betis. Oh, Marcus Rashford, we love you. Then Juventus and Freiburg 1-0 for Juventus. Then Sevilla and Fenerbahce 2-0 for Sevilla. No surprise there. Emilio, Manchester United. You want to talk about them?
oh man, yeah. I'm happy. I'm happy we're winning. I'm happy for the first leg of the game, but I'm hoping tomorrow. I'm hoping tomorrow we can keep that against Real Betis, and if the squad selection is right, and if we play our cards right, we should be able to make it to the next round.
I only hope so. I mean, they are 4-1 right now, so I doubt that anything's gonna happen for them unless somehow there's a 7-0 that happens. So I really doubt it though. All right.
Yeah. Hey, Barca fans, you like to watch that?
Yeah, Barca fans, you like to watch that? Do you wanna? For Barca fans, I'll play this for them.
I'm so sorry.
There you go. You're welcome. All right.
I'm so sorry. I'm still a little irritated at Barca fans.
No, you should be. I mean, they deserve it. So they're still crying right now in the corner. So I'm gonna just play this again for them. This is gonna be allowed. All right, now let's get into our favorite time of the week, which is football memes of the week. And this is our beautiful, sponsored by Rival Banters and Football Memes for the lads. This is Akun Fimwa, the amazing mascot for this season for the Golden Goal Show. He's a beautiful man and absolute beast. Let's hear the first meme of the week. All right, let's see it right in 3. Oh, is it gonna work? No. Okay. So, Mark Leipzig, before playing Manchester City, tweeted on Twitter or Facebook, one of those, Facebook, Footbook, Piebook, whatever, and they said Manchester is red circle. Oh no! Why did they have to say this? Because and then someone tweeted back, no wonder they conceded 7.
Oh my
Why
God.
did they have to tweet that? That's like literally, that's basically like saying I'm gonna shock the world if you're a boxer and then losing. So, not a good thing. All right. Well, let us see the the next meme of it. So,
He missed the. Oh my God.
so there's a picture that Liverpool put for their game that says next match on their Twitter. They put this: Real Madrid versus Liverpool, Wednesday, 8 p.m. UK time, Estadio Santiago Bernabeu. Not the Bernabeu, by the way. It's the Bernabeu to all the.
Yeah, thanks.
And it shows Darwin Núñez. You know, he's in form right now, and it looks like he's looking. What's he? You can see on the screen right now if you're listening on YouTube, not on Spotify. Yeah, I mean, maybe you can listen on Spotify, sure, but he's just looking off in the distance, looking. I don't know what he's looking for. He looks like he's falling in love with a girl. Maybe the camera woman that was taking this picture. Maybe it was seeing his future at Liverpool that he's doing good right now. I'm not gonna say he's bad, but someone put this back on the caption saying, "Oh, he missed the camera." Like he misses his shots. Oh my gosh. Poor Darwin. Look in the camera next time, buddy. Come on. Don't.
Look at the camera next time.
I'm
I'm
snapping
done.
for him. I'm snapping for him. Come on. What are you doing? All right. So now the last meme of the week, and it is indeed Pablo Gabi. Is it Pablo Gabi? Pablo Gabi? I forgot what's his first name again. Is it Pablo Gabi? 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 I know how to say his first name. His name is Gabi. What's his no? Oh, what's his name? Gabi. 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 Do any of you guys know Gabi's first name?
No.
No.
Okay, it is indeed. It keeps saying, oh, I said Pablo. Pablo Gabi. Yeah, Pablo Gabi. His name is actually Pablo Paez Gavira, but he goes by Gabi. All right, lovely. But yes, in his most recent game, he did go for a head to clear the ball right here. If you can see on the screen, and it's just showing pictures of Gabi, going to tackle. I don't know why. Maybe he watched a lot of Phil Jones highlights or something like that. But Javi told him, play smart, use your head. Gabi, say no more. Diving tackles with his head. Lovely to have him. Lovely to have Gabi. He's committed. He's committed.
I just hate the fact he's like, say less. Proceed to do it anyway.
Just say no more, man. Say less. And then, like, every time Xavi says that, he's like,
I think we have to save Jumanji.
and he goes straight for the head. That's exactly what he wants to do. So, yeah, good for him. Okay, well, everybody, that was the show. Thank you guys for joining. And first, let me just say thank you, Darian, for being on the show, and as well, the other guests as well, too, for being on the show. It was lovely to have you guys on.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, bro. Anytime, man.
Yeah, I hope you had a good time at least, though, too.
For sure.
Okay, great, great.
Including all those 7 jokes. I mean, I'm having a great time over here.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Speaking of number 7, you know who plays number 7?
Oh my god, there we go.
That guy, Sorry. Let me turn it up for you if you didn't hear. Did you hear it that time, by the way?
Yeah.
Love it. All right.
So
And
next
also,
flight
Emilio-
to Chicago would be.
All right, then Emilio, thank you for being on my guest. My co-host. Thank you.
Oh yeah, guest co-host. I mean, I'm happy to be in the show either way. This is fun time, safe space, and
Safe space.
good laughs.
Ooh, that's a good one.
There
Nice.
is no safe space here.
Okay, Dimitri, lovely. Thank you.
We're
also,
not
Dimitri,
friendly like
Thank
that.
you for
Yes.
thank you for being on, mate. And shout out your pie business that's going on right now. Oh wait, I need to ask you. Do you know any Liverpool transfers? You're in Liverpool right now. Do you know any Liverpool transfers?
Yes. Messi is gonna go to Real Sociedad.
Really?
Huh?
Yeah.
Why?
Just because I want to. Fuck everyone else.
Okay.
I know. I don't know what got into him. Probably he saw Abbott hairline, but
Oh,
anyway.
jeez. Okay, well, yeah, that's not 100% true, not 100% false, but I believe it. All right, well, everybody, of course, thank you for joining the show, and thank you for watching the show, because everybody joining is actually watching. That makes sense. But everybody, like, subscribe, and share the show, because without sharing it, how else are you going to know that Manchester is indeed red, especially red in the sense that what's wrong with London red and always being 70s? What's with Manchester and 70s? I don't. You know what's funny actually? 7. The volume of the sound right now for the UEFA theme song /5/URL is actually on the volume of 7. Would you believe that? Really?
So one-way trip to Chicago then. I
You're
see.
you're all talk. I don't hear you. Come on. I'm ready. Okay, well, everybody, thank you for being on the show. Thank you for watching on Spotify and Champions. What the hell? Thank you for watching on Spotify and YouTube. And as we say in 3, 2, 1, repeat after me.
One love football.
One love football.
One love football.
Thank you. And Dimitri,
One love football.
thank you for watching. You guys, One love football. Thank you guys for watching, and bye.
Later.